Why, hello there. My name is Cydni, spelled as indicated down here. Thanks, Mom, for making my life super complicated for no reason at all. Anywhooser, it is currently March 16th, 2020, and you know what that means? Coronavirus! Yes, that is right indeed. I don't have coronavirus, but many people around the nation are infected with this pandemic, and I am one of the unfortunate souls who works hourly at a restaurant on a college campus. And since there's no students on the college campus, there's really no professors. And since there's no professors, which is the clientele I serve, there's no job for me to do. So that's awesome. Anyway, I was like, what am I gonna do with this time off? The first answer is DoorDash, which I will be doing later. But I figure, why not beat my face while I'm dashing and give you guys some entertainment during this dark time when y'all will be shut in. This is literally kind of like I woke up like this, sort of. When I say sort of, I mean like I haven't put anything but lotion on my face. I'm starting from scratch, and yeah, let's get started on this train. So what I want to give y'all is like a softer look. I basically want to baby step you into my crazy world of color, because as many of you may know from my Instagram, Cydni Australia, if you don't know my handle, there it is. I like to do a lot of color, but I'm gonna kind of baby step y'all in. I don't feel like going crazy today. I'm not afraid to wear a bold look out in public, but I think today I just want to keep it chill. Normally what I do is my eyes first, but since we're not going too ham on the color, I'm just gonna do my foundation first. Actually, not gonna do my foundation first. I'm going to prime first. I'm using the M.A.C Prep and Prime Skin Base. This is obviously a sample size, because you know what, M.A.C can be expensive. Okay, we are primed. Now we're gonna go in with the foundation. I'm also not in my natural habitat right now. My boyfriend lives in a area that's better for door dashing. There's more parking, there's more rich people. So I'm over at his house right now, which is why if you're looking behind me, it looks a fucking mess. We ain't gonna concentrate on that right now. I also have all my brushes in a plastic bag. It's real ghetto, okay? Anyway, we're gonna get it going with this base. So I just kind of dot it, especially on a day like today. I don't want anything too big. I put it on my sponge here, and then I put some on my finger. I know they're saying not to touch your face right now, but it looks like I just did. I washed my hands, all right? I'm gonna blend out my forehead first. I feel like that's the area. I really pat in my forehead and then kind of just wipe on the other areas of my face, honestly. I feel like I'm kind of a medium coverage kind of girl. I feel like my forehead needs a little more coverage only because it's so massive. I love my big forehead, but it is massive and I know what I'm dealing with. Blend down the neck. Almost there. Let me put a little more on the rest of my face. Stuff really looks different on the camera. I'm kind of using the camera as my mirror. This is definitely shot on an iPhone 7. We are balling on a budget right now. I am going to contour. Now I am sort of new to the contour game. Like I said, I don't really like to go that ham. A lot of times contouring can just look to me like someone has dirt on their face. So I try to keep it really chill. I blend it out pretty much right away. I'm using a cream stick, like a foundation stick, that's what they call it. I can't remember the name right now, but this is the logo. I'll post it, I swear. It's just easy to blend out. I'll put it a little bit on my forehead too. Blending that immediately out. Immediately. Okay, now my forehead doesn't look as massive. And then I'm going to go in with concealer. I also don't really do too much with the concealer. We live in a world of makeup where people are doing a lot of concealer, and I just feel like it looks cakey on me. I'm mixing two shades here. These are both the Infallible Full Wear concealers. This one is in Honey. It looks nothing like honey, but whatever. Honey 415. This one is Pecan 380. So now I'm going to set my under eye. This is another sample size. It's the Mercier translucent powder, and I take a brush and just buff it out. 'Cause I used to pack it on under my lid, but nowadays I like to brush it because I feel like it does look more just like, ooh, soft. Like I feel like that really made a big difference. Now another thing I do, sort of weird, but this is sort of what I call like an accidental contouring method. The sides of my nose get very oily, so I like to set them with translucent powder. And because of the shade of my skin, it kind of also works to contour it. Like if you see now, that one looks a lot smaller than that one. And it does, again, kind of give that effect of making it ever so slightly smaller. But that's not the aim. That is just kind of like an added benefit. Well, really, I'm just trying to wick oil off of my nose. So, okay, moving on. We're going in with Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. I also like to use a brush to apply this. I think this is another Target brush. It's like Sonia Kush. I don't remember. It's probably not Sonia Kush because that just has too many references which we shall not speak of, but the adults know what I am talking about. I try not to hit the spots that we just kind of like accidentally contoured on our nose. Okay, the skin is done. Oh, now we're moving on to my eyebrows. This is another rather unorthodox thing I do. I don't use concealer on my eyebrows. I feel like I generally kind of like my eyebrow shape. I do need to get them done, but all I really do is just darken them in. This is literally a Wet n Wild pencil. I just want you to know that I have eyebrows and that this is where they are. I'm all about kind of making like the skin and the natural features of my face just look natural, and then really going ham with the eyes. So eyebrows are done. Now to the eyes, definitely my favorite part. So I'm gonna just dab a little bit of that whiter concealer that I showed you guys earlier. Probably shouldn't have even put on that much, but I just kind of blend it in with my finger. Again, we're not supposed to touch our faces, but I washed my hands, I promise. I promise. Now my eyelids are primed. I'm using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I love Too Faced, so I'm mixing candied peach along with puree. I also tapped into a little bit of Summer Yum, and I'm just putting that on this brush. It's a Luxie brush. Again, the information has rubbed off. I'm not really too picky about brushes. I know a lot of people are, but I'm just kind of like, look, does it work for what I'm trying to do? Well, then cool, whatever. But I do like Luxie as a brush brand in general. So anyway, I'm dipping into more of those colors, more into the browns than anything, and putting that in my crease. Usually I do my eyes first. Oh God, dad jokes. Usually I do my eyes before I do my skin because I don't like fallout, and I don't want to like have to focus on like being so careful, especially with blues. Like blues can be the worst because if they're pigmented, you're gonna have some fallout. You want that color payoff. You've just like concealed, got these under eyes, and then they just look grayish, bluish, and you're trying to get it off. You have to start over, and that's why I do my eyes first, because I don't want to have to worry about that. But this time, again, because we're working with like colors that are either closer to my skin tone, or if it falls out, it won't matter. I'm just not bothered. Now I'm mixing Candied Peach and Just Peachy on a flat brush. This is by Slimmest Glam. I think that's how you say it. I don't know, man. And I'm kind of packing it on this lid. I actually might use a different brush. I'm gonna use that same blending brush actually, because I want this to have a diffused look. I wiped it off on a little paper towel that I have on my lap. And I'm just kind of gonna focus on where we put that concealer. I might even take my finger a little bit. Tap. Oh yeah, that's what mama likes. Yeah, oh yeah, we like it. And perfect. And then I'm just gonna kind of blend in there a little bit again. Going back in with a little bit of puree and candied peach in that crease. I'm like so rough with my eyes. I don't even care, bro. Okay, yeah, so that's giving me like that little pop I want, but you know, it still kind of looks just like soft. I'm going to take my 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil by Urban Decay. I don't want like an intense line on top, I just want like a little something. I basically just want to make it so my eyelashes look more fuller, if that makes sense. And now I'm going to use my pencil brush here, and I'm going to take, let's see, I think I want to take a white peach for my brow bone. It's just like this kind of bone color. Then I'm going to take Luscious right here and pop it into my inner corner. Now, what are we gonna do now? Oh, we gotta do under the eyes. For under the eyes, I'm gonna do that same thing where I mixed candied peach and puree and kind of pop that under my eye. And I'm definitely dipping into more of the peach than I did with the crease. Like, you can tell that the crease is a bit more brown. This under eye, I want to be a bit more pink than brown. Perfect. Now, we shall get this mascara going. This is Better Than Sex mascara. As you know, this is one of the best mascaras on the market. All right, so I believe that is the eyes done. And so now we're going to move on to the facia again. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my blush. Now you're just seeing me try to find my blush brush, which now I don't know if I brought it. The world has officially ended. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna use this one and just like, let go, let God. This is ridiculous. It's like, it's doing it a little bit. I'm also gonna put it as best as I can on my nose to also give it that sun-kissed look. I know we're like kind of undoing all the work that we did to like contour this part, but whatever. I feel like it kind of still looks good. Now we're moving on to highlighter. This is L'Oreal Lumi, and I like it because it just looks very natural on the skin. Like, a lot of highlighters can be intense, and I like the intense ones sometimes, but sometimes you just want like a little kiss. You see how natural that looks? This is also a Slimmest Glam brush. I love the cute little designs. I just kind of put it along. It just looks nice and diffused on those cheekbones. Cool. So for the lip, I want it to be kind of natural too. So this is the Balm Jour Creamy Lip Stain. Creamy Lip Stain. I don't know what that was. I'm trying to see what the color is. It's this pinky color, you'll see. But anyway, I love this stuff. And we're just gonna put it on the lid like so. If you're wondering about the feeling, it feels like a tiny bit creamy. But once it soaks in, then it just kind of feels like your lip. Like, it doesn't feel like anything extra. It kind of, I love it because it just makes my lips kind of look like they're naturally pink. Now we're gonna set with NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. And then, okay, so that is the makeup look done. And now I'm going to do something with my hair, and I will be back. Yes, I feel like a simple half up, half down will do for today. But no, what do you guys think of the eye look? It didn't really take me long at all, even to shoot this video. It only took me like 30 minutes to get the look all together, and that's only because I was talking and stuff. I feel like you could definitely like bust this out. I did something similar to this when I went on my first date with my boyfriend. It's just like a very nice kind of subtle look, just to really bring out some of the color in your face. And it's not kind of like as intense as like a smoky eye, but it's not as boring as just like a neutral eye with just like a little bit of shiny stuff. And those looks are fine, but I feel like this is another alternative that you can go for. So if you like this video, if you liked me, go to my Instagram, comment down below, let me know what looks you want to see me bust off next. I would love to do more of this stuff. Coronavirus aside, I just kind of took this opportunity to start now because, you know, why not? It may not be so glamorous as some of the beauty gurus that you see, but you know, I just love doing it, man. I just love creating. So that's what I'm here to do. Make sure you check out my Instagram. I'm also a singer-songwriter, so that's another avenue in which we can explore together. But anyway, I will see you next time. Au revoir.